All right. Just wanted to talk about how the end of 2017 is kind of a good time in electric car land. Like, up until recently, basically, the only electric vehicles that could go over 200 miles per charge were Teslas, and they were expensive. But now, in July of 2017, Tesla's going to start production of the Model 3, which is supposed to start at $35,000. And the Chevy Bolt came out this year, and as of right now, it's being sold in dealerships across 14 different states, and by September, it should be all over the country. And it gets like about 238 miles per charge or something. And the Nissan Leaf, the 2018 Nissan Leaf, it's supposed to get unveiled in September. I don't know when they're gonna start selling them at the dealerships. I'm sure shortly after that. And they're gonna have two choices. They're gonna have a 40 kilowatt battery and a 60 kilowatt battery. So the 40 kilowatt battery is gonna have about a 140 mile range, and the 60 kilowatt battery is supposed to have a 220 mile range. So there's gonna be two companies besides Tesla that are gonna have cars that go over 200 miles per charge, and then Tesla itself is putting out a more affordable option. So it's still more than a lot of people have to spend. That's why I think that these used Nissan Leafs that have depreciated so much are such a great deal, but I understand that's not a realistic option for some people. Like, if you live on an island like I do, it's a great option. Or if you're family and you have two cars, it'd be a great option. You could keep one gas car and then have like an electric car and use the electric car. I mean, obviously there's two of you using cars, so you wouldn't both be able to use it, but like the person that does the most in-town driving or whatever could do the thing, and you could like do all the errands and stuff, like when you're both home and you have to zip over and get something, and then you can use the gas one for when you're gonna do a big trip and stuff. But for the most part, you know, if you're gonna get one of these cheap used Leafs, you're gonna have to know how much you drive and what's realistic and stuff. And you know, if you only go on long distances just a few times a year and not very much, you could probably easily rent a car for how much money you'll be saving on gas and stuff in a normal place. Like here in Maui, I'm paying about 30 cents a kilowatt for my energy, and the average in the country is like only 12 cents a kilowatt. So it's a lot more expensive to power your car here than it is there. That's why I really enjoy those free stations. It's still cheaper than gas, but the difference between gas and electricity here is a lot smaller than it is if you're paying 12 cents a kilowatt. Like here, I'm basically paying about 75%, 70% in electricity of what I was spending on gas. So I'm saving money, but it's a smaller percentage. But I'm also like saving time, and like I don't have to worry about maintenance anymore, like aside from like my tires and whatnot. But that's not something you do all the time. It's not like oil changes and tune-ups and stuff. So it's definitely nice having a lower maintenance thing with fewer parts to worry about. All you have to really worry about is that stupid cheap 12-volt battery dying every 4 years or something. So I think it's cool that in the moderate range, like, you know, $30,000 to $40,000, there's gonna be three options with over 200 miles range. I like seeing the continual like evolution and improvement in this technology, and seeing things get better suited for more and more people. So it's cool. It's nice seeing electric vehicles do so much better than last time, because we all know in 1996 when the EV1 came out, They only pumped out a little over 1,100 units, and they all got recalled like 3 years later and scrapped, and it didn't go so well. But it looks like there's some good momentum generated this time. I think there's just over 1 million electric vehicles sold worldwide at this point. So they're making an impact. I think they're grabbing on this time, and I think the future looks good.